I mean, my mate at school, he said to me, "Why'd you come over and watch Enfield?" I wasn't interested in Spurs. I wasn't interested in football and that, but I really enjoyed my Saturday afternoons out watching Enfield. Done ever since, really. Still a big kid now.
It was just meant to be. I think I was brought down here with my dad, not here, the previous club, when I was about 5 years old. And I think Eric will agree with me. Once it gets to you, it gets to you. You can't. It's something you can't explain. And Eric said before, it's in your blood. I think that's what it is. If you're brought somewhere really early in your life, and you really enjoy it, and be successful as well, because the team were fantastic, weren't they? You know, the old Enfield team. It inspires you.
And I wasn't sure whether my memories of that day were necessarily that accurate, but we both agree that it was a very unpleasant day weather-wise. It was very grey, it was absolutely pouring with rain, but it wasn't a storm. When we got there, when the match took place, it was absolutely pouring with rain, but both of us can only remember one flash of lightning, and that was unfortunately the flash of lightning that hit the pitch and hit the players. And I don't remember any lightning after that either.
No, well, I don't remember either. I mean, it was literally a bolt from the blue. And, you know, it was. I can remember to this day how loud the crowd. I mean, the lightning and the thunder were simultaneous, which you never see.
And of course, everyone was looking straight at what was happening.
The ball was close by, and I think in front of us that we saw instantly 5 or 6 players fall to the ground. The only time in my life I've seen anybody actually hit by lightning, and of course sadly one person died, I think the next day.
Yeah, I remember not only steam rising, but also some smoke as well, and just straight away the game just stopped. Everyone I think was just in a state of shock.
Well, it was great to be in a packed arena. It must have been 30 or so thousand at Barnsley. Barnsley were doing very well. Norman Hunter was the manager at the time. And Enfield shocked them, I think, by how well they played. And it was a really even game. And if it was a neutral they didn't know, you wouldn't know which division, so you would imagine that 2 teams were from the same division. And Enfield were unlucky to concede the first goal when the goalie carried the ball out of the penalty area when he was going to kick it. You very rarely see that, and when it does happen, it's nearly always overlooked, and yet this one occasion it wasn't, and Barnsley scored from the free kick. And then, of course, in the dying seconds, it was still 1-0, and Enfield threw one last attack, and of course they scored in the very last minute, which was fantastic. Peter Burton got that. And the replay at Tottenham was a very big crowd. It was about 30,000, I think. And well, Enfield lost 3-0, but Enfield hit the woodwork 3 times, and it wasn't really a fair reflection. But I guess the professionalism came in when Enfield were pressing forward to get a goal back, and of course they broke away and scored, that kind of thing. But it was great.
Yeah, we once had one. Each year we noticed that we were getting younger members, and there was one that joined at 1 year old, and we put a thing in the programme asking if, is this the youngest member we'll ever have, and we had a little competition going that they got younger and younger, and then one chap, Gary Mills his name was, he came up to us and said, my wife's expecting in the next couple of weeks, if I tell you when she goes into labour, I'll meet you at the hospital. And he phoned me up, I met him at the hospital, and as soon as the baby was born, he came straight out of the delivery room, and I took a photo of him signing the membership. Within a second or two, he was a member of the Kiddies. That couldn't be beaten then, so we had to drop that. We got that in the local press. Yeah,
we did as much as we could to raise awareness by getting things like that in the local paper. Jim also did a sponsored slim
Yeah.
which was money towards the kiddies.
Yeah, the club physio used to weigh me each week, and we used to go out on the pitch and announce to the crowd how much weight I'd lost, which was an incentive to lose weight because I didn't want to didn't want him telling them that it'd gone up. So we raised quite a bit of money that way as well for the kiddies.
And you also raised money when you were on Countdown as well. He was sponsored for every time. That was when we were at Enfield Town, and he was sponsored for every time that he mentioned Enfield Town on television. And you managed to get it in quite a lot of times.
Quite a few times,
didn't
yeah.
you?
We raised quite a lot of money. I was getting money for every point that I got on Countdown, and I managed to win 4 times. So I think it was 378 points I got altogether.
Well, basically, the supporters wanted to play other supporters, other teams in our league, you know, the first team. And that was the reason we played at Weymouth and when we went on the trips, and it just started from there. And everybody enjoyed it, and then we actually started our own supporters team which played in the Waltham District League. And then Steve King actually played in that, and it was great all round, and we all used to meet, go in the bar afterwards on a Sunday, and it just continued every week from there.
Was it Southbury Road? I mean, it was a very iconic ground. You had that big seated stand, and you had shelter behind both goals, and that lent to great atmosphere on big match days. And the best days was when the place was packed out with crowds. I remember one game against Port Vale, the gates were shut before the kick-off because they wouldn't allow anyone in, except that many managed to climb over fences and turnstile blocks to get in.
All good, because that's where I first saw the club play, where I saw them play for, well, getting on for 35, 40 years. So the memories of Southbury Road are good. I mean, had some great nights there and great Saturday afternoons there. Saw some of the best players ever, I suppose, in England to play over there. Very fond memories, and I think it's just sad that I now sit here or come here on a Saturday afternoon and I look perhaps 100 yards away and I can see where the old club used to be. So quite sad to see it's no longer there, as it were.
Do you remember?
I think by then, the old club had died. It wasn't the Enfield we knew, and as supporters, we said, no, let's move on, let's start something new, because we were never going to get our Enfield back. You know, it was never going to be the Enfield that we knew, we loved, and we fought for. You know, we'd do anything for, travel around the country for. That, I mean, that had gone. This was an opportunity to start again and build something again, which first 11 years, I mean, look around the ground and what we've achieved in that time, we've done it, and we're still doing it. I'm very proud.
I'd turn up an hour before the game, have a beer, watch the game, have a beer and go home. And then we lost the club, as the story is well known now. And I was in at the beginning, helped found the club. And I guess as if you like, a shareholder owner of the club, you had to take it on board that there wasn't someone signing the cheques, all the jobs had to be done by volunteers. So now I work on the pitch, I do maintenance around the ground, I'm on the social committee that raises money through the bar and everything for the club. So really, actually, not an owner in the way that you're able to put lots of money in, but put a lot of time and effort into trying to make the club bigger and go forward in the future.
Does football still interest me to this day? Oh, certainly, yeah. I watch sort of most levels of football. I still sometimes go to Spurs. I'm in the members club there, and I try and see 3 or 4 games a season. It's quite expensive, of course, so I tend to see most of my games at Enfield Town. But Yeah, very interested still. Very interested.